could be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them
They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
As players get into the later stages of their career, oftentimes it's an injury that leads to retirement.
After an injury like that, it takes some time to regain the strength to push the ball down the field.
All right, man, eyes up, eyes up. Take a look at what we got here. This play's all about timing. You guys are best like that play.
6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, you cut them in, and then
All right. Small steps in the right direction. That's what we've been talking about. And you know what? Today you took a lot of those small steps. I'm proud of you. Keep it up. Man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. The game is really starting to slow down for you, isn't it? I can't wait to see what you're going to do on Sunday. Good job.
This one's for all the marbles. This is for gold.
All right, man, bring it in tight, bring it in tight. Let me tell you something. That was the best practice of the season. Not a single...
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no, I can't go.
With a playoff game in just a few days, everyone was waiting to find out if I'd be returning this week, or if I'd hold off and hope for a win so I could possibly return in a later round. It was, without a doubt, one of the toughest decisions in my career. For the playoff game in just a few days, everyone was waiting to find out if I'd be returning this week, or if I'd hold off and hope for a win so I could possibly return in the later round. It was, without a doubt, one of the toughest decisions in my career. I had no idea how the team would react, on or off the field, to my return. But deep down, I knew it was what I needed to do. Returning from an injury like this wasn't going to be easy. And in this situation, we needed to make the smartest possible decision so I could be effective all game long.
Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Miles. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
The Texans
call that a very strong gain of 24. Well, Charles, the big story today, obviously the courageous return to one of the league's best quarterbacks. When he was injured during an early season victory, the assumption was that he'd be out for the rest of the season. Well, we found out this week that this is not the case.
And you have to give him a lot of admiration and props for working his way back from what was thought to be a serious injury. And it's natural for him to want to be back out on the field. Remember, when he got hurt, this team was 4-0. I also think we have to question whether or not he should be out there, putting his body on the line. And from the franchise's perspective, they have to wonder whether it's worth having him out there if he's not 100%.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble at 1st down, a 16-yard gain. On the ground, this is Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They were looking for Johnson that time. And now it's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football. But maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms. Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the 1st half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long, and that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure. Out to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here. 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Joe Mixon.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Texans 3, Bengals 0.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Mixon. And he's got a Bengals 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
43-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Well, they'll try a jet sweep here with Higgins. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
We're going to get this into the hands of Mixon as running back. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
5-yard pickup on the play, and it's 3rd down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 31-yard line.
And here comes the Texans now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
A nice pass there. And Charles, how important do you think it is that the coaching staff helps him get in a good rhythm early on?
Partner, I think it's very important because not only has he been on a 3-month layoff, we still don't know how healthy he actually is and what his timing is going to be out on the field. So getting him comfortable, getting him success early, that's a big part of this game plan and a big part of what this coaching staff has to do.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. From the gun, Miles. He'll look underneath and dump it off to Duke Johnson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Brings up third down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
First down.
An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 21-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it, and now look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Boyd. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level and make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Third down.
Pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Derek Barnett, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. He's got a man, complete. Give him 32 on the play. Here's Johnson. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 39 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Now it's Burrow. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 4 yards out. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown.
For the extra point.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now a timeout called for by the defense as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go with Johnson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. They are on to the next round of the playoffs, and the story will be the gritty, gutsy effort by one of the league's best QBs.
And he certainly proved the naysayers wrong today, partner, no doubt about that. Now, overall, an up-and-down performance, but he did enough for his team to get the win and advance to the next round. He and his team both have to have confidence and believe that he'll be better the next time out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on
Just as I was expecting, I was very sore after the game. But what I didn't expect was that I'd be getting such bad news the next day when I talked to Coach. News was devastating. I mean, especially since I had already worked so hard to come back from this injury once, but because I had come back once, I knew that with a cautious approach, I could come back again.